Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following my reviews for all of these many decades, you know that I really like werewolf movies because I used to be one. But I have to tell you that I've just seen the strangest werewolf movie ever. Cinematic class is about to begin, and your professor is in. Greetings, salutations, and other sundry affairs. I am your cinematic professor and purveyor of truth in movies. And I said this was the strangest werewolf movie I've ever seen. And part of what makes it so cringeworthy is they have attempted to infuse social justice mores into this movie. Never a good idea. Before we talk more about tonight's movie, which is called Hellcat, it's back to school time, and we're having back to school sales at the official Rex Real store. Look, everything you need for class: computer, cases, notebooks, pens, all that good stuff can be yours and adorned with the official Rex Real logo. Stand out from the crowd. People are going to see you with these things and say, "Where can we get them?" Glad you asked. Here's the URL: the official Rex Real store, back to school supplies, now at 25 to 40% off. All right, let's get back to our movie, shall we? It is called Hellcat. That is tonight's lesson plan. And let me see if I can tie this story all together for you. We have a very interesting fellow. Clive is his name, and he's played by Todd Terry. And Clive, he is attuned to elements of the supernatural. He is quite aware of a lot of the demons and monsters that live out in the real world that other people choose to ignore. And that's why he knows that Lena is in trouble. Lena is played by Dakota Gorman, and Lena has been bitten by a werewolf. Clive is absolutely sure of this. All right. And to complicate matters, Lena is pregnant. Okay. So Clive, trying to be a good man, wants to get Lena to a specialized doctor who specializes in lycanthropy. And he should be able to try to keep uh, uh, Lena's full moon tendencies at bay and possibly even save the child. Now, Lena doesn't believe that she's a werewolf, so Clive has to resort to kidnapping her for her own good and bringing her to the doctor to help her along. Okay, there we go. Also in this is Ollie. Ollie is played by Liz Atwater. A little bit more on her a little bit later in the plot reveal. So what we have here is a man with very good intentions, and we all know what happens with good intentions and the road that they lead on. And while he's trying to help Lena out in her upcoming werewolfery, which he doesn't believe in, other people see him as, well, this is a weird guy in a trailer who just kidnapped a girl. Okay, so there's our story, and that's how it plays off. You know, this did exceptionally well at the Fantasia Film Festival, and that is held, for those of you that don't know, in Quebec. Um, that says an awful lot about why it did well up there. The good folks in Canada and the Great White North have pretty much lost their mind as far as woke ideologies are concerned. They actually believe there's some value to this type of thing. So once this movie begins to unfold, I could see where they thought it had some absolutely redeeming value. It actually turns out to be an insult to werewolves.
You've been infected.
Who are you?
I wish I could tell you what you want to hear.
Focus in my face!
Get back! But I can't.
Okay, let's take you a little bit behind the scenes here. Our movie was written and directed by Brock Bodell. He has a little name for himself as far as doing schlocky horror movies. I'm sure his reputation will stay intact with this one. Director of photography is Andrew Densing, and our editor is also Brock Brodell. So he's done not only the writing, directing, but he did the editing to this thing as well. Okay, so that's what's happening behind the scene. Brock carrying yeoman duty on this. Nothing spectacular stands out. Okay, everyone's done yeoman duty and putting this thing together. The movie begins to go completely south and gets a little wonky when they start infusing some of the social justice themes or tropes into this thing. The first thing is an indirect slap at conservative radio hosts. Clive relies a lot on a specific radio host. This is where he gets his information as to how to work and deal with werewolves, vampires, and things that go bump in the night. Um, there is a scene where the radio host goes off air and talks to Clive personally, letting him know that basically he's doing all of this just for ratings and he's spreading conspiracy theories because there's money in it, not because he believes any of this stuff at all. And the direct tie in to the right wing conservative radio hosts is pretty apparent. You'd have to have blinders on to miss it. So there's the first knock. Uh, you know, we're not going to believe in werewolves because we're right-wing radio hosts just doing it for the money. Okay, that's number one. And I've said this a lot too. It is the desire of the woke ideologists who want to destroy the family unit, and they want to have single parent, preferably mom, the wife, mother, uh, birthing person. How weird you want to get with this as the single parent raising the child. So by the time this whole movie comes to its conclusion, what we actually end up with is yeah, the non-traditional family, a couple of lesbian werewolves raising a child. It's, you know, when they unveil it, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe they went down this road. And it really negates a lot of everything that happens beforehand, and it's just hokey. So this one really missed the mark. And if you love werewolves and werewolf tales, as I do, uh, this one's not going to fill your cup at all. We're going to give a below average grade of a D. And now that you have learned what you have learned, here ending your lesson.